Today is definitely one of those days because I get to celebrate one of the most remarkable couples that I have ever met, Tony and Tanya. Come on, a round of applause for that. Yeah! Thank you, Boris. Boris is coming up next, but I want to talk about, sorry. I want to talk about their story a little bit. There's a couple of words that come to mind and I think about when I look at Tanya, and it reminds me of Cinderella, Rapunzel, Snow White, Little Mermaid. Yes, it's very cliche. He's read them all. We've heard all these tales growing up, yet is it shocking how much they can reflect real life. These stories follow the same principles. A beautiful young woman meets her prince. However, life is not perfect. Trials and tribulations ensue and threatens their everlasting bliss. But in the end, it all ends the same. Obstacles aside, happily ever after. Tonight, my goal is to make sure that the story of our fairy tale couple is embraced and celebrated. I still remember the time when Tony and I were having a guys trip to Las Vegas. We were 2 days away from going to Las Vegas, and Tony wanted to bring Tanya with him. Like I said, it was a guy's trip. I asked him if he was planning some grand scheme to just run away to Las Vegas and elope with her. He asked me, what does elope mean? It's this kind of charm that Tony possesses that Tanya could not resist.
Nobody understands.
In all seriousness, Tony is one of the most stubborn people I know. And he has ignored every piece of advice I have ever given. The only thing I can say is thank God and Mazel Tov. To Tony and Tanya, may the road ahead be filled with joy, pleasure, and little cuties. I love you both.
I didn't plan anything remarkable to say, but I'm going to continue where Gabe left off. Whereas Gabe told Tony not to follow his advice, I once gave Tanya some very important advice. And on New Year's this year, Tanya and Tony were able to reunite and live out their life's fairy tale because Tanya took some very important advice to come to the New Year's this morning for their wonderful journey again. I've known Tanya since forever, and Tanya and Tony have been a couple in my eyes since she was 16 years old. And as 16-year-old girls, we think we're going to marry every boy we meet. But for Tanya and Tony, this has been a real true life, story come true where the girl meets and marries the true love of her life. And this is one couple that truly deserves all the happiness in the world. I love you guys.
I don't really have anything planned. I'm gonna go back to maybe 4 or 5 years. Maybe 2-3 months into your. No, 2-3 months into when you guys were seeing each other. We went to, I think, a birthday party. I can't remember whose. I do remember he told us to bring our C game once somewhere. Whatever. Anyway, we went to a birthday party. You guys got drunk. I had to drive back to your house, as always, because Tony never drives you home. But Gabe knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I had to, drive back. And I remember dropping you off. And it was me, Tony, and somebody else. And I remember this one thing I heard from Tony. And Tony, by the way, before this, was quite the coxswain. A lot in that black book, a lot. Many girls. And he told me one thing, and I'll remember this for the rest of my life, because I thought Tony was a player, out with a lot of girls. He told me, I think I'm falling for her. It was very awkward, but here we are. Through the good, the bad, the weird, but it's really nice that It's first love. No matter how it works out, here it is. I'm gonna share with you something that my beautiful girlfriend, right there, she shared with me once.
Not me, not me.
Love is a symphony. Love is a fairy tale. Love is
Reciting poems?
get emotional, but love is never. Seriously, love is never ending. I love you guys. I wish you that and more. One more thing. Это по-русски. Я с Толиком. Мы ждем все ваши рецепты. I love you guys. Congratulations.